The group, and then we want to start something, and we just want to find something that it's more inclusive, more, it would sort of not restrict us in terms of executing our work and addressing the issues that we want to put in place. So meta-socialism, we sort of wanted to make it as a movement more than the subject itself. Because if you look at in the past, there used to be the apartheid movement, then there was the post-modern, apartheid movement. But then now, with the meta, it was derived from just, I remember I was explaining to this guy to say, when you look at your Facebook and Twitter and other social medias, it's meta. Facebook is meta. So these platforms, they actually there to sort of like engage the metas, the social metas that are happening now. So in a way, it was actually adopted from there, but in the same time, it was just there to sort of give us the space to reflect in what is happening in our surroundings, and also try to address them in the best way we know how. And in the same time, we figured that once we do that, most of the people, our society, they can actually be able to reflect to the kind of work, especially you see you saying something to do with the social meta-socialism. Why socialism? Then you find that in our work, like I'm saying, then it end up sort of like touching on the issues, the gender-based, the issues that are happening. But only musicians you find them elaborating that more. But then with us as artists, instead of just making the decorations or just the art for the sake of beauty, rather, we touch on these issues that are happening in South Africa, in sort of like documenting them, that we know that our movement or our time, these issues were happening, so that when maybe the new generation or the other generations that are coming, maybe they will be finding a way that time to deal with the issues that are happening now. But then at least we know that it will be documented. We would have documented what has happened in our time. So it's sort of like a movement that we're trying to begin to start, and maybe ongoing. We will invite other artists that we think that might be featured and collaborate with this kind of work that we can pursue.
Yeah. And Simon, was your work driven by the title itself of this exhibition, or were you already like looking at these issues in your work? These social issues that have to do with this matter, or social matters, or just the diverse nature of technologies as well that comes with this title?
I think if I can say that the title sort of caught me in the process, because if I can look at my work as far as around 2010, 2011, I've always been concerned about social issues, and although in my sculptural work mostly, I would say it would take some time, like for people to sort of get the concept or the idea without me sort of trying to engage them or to take them through the process. Because as much as you'd find this aesthetic piece and then it's nice and appealing, but it needed me to like sort of interpret it more. So I've noticed that because I sketch a lot before I make an artwork. I remember like even at school, one of my sculptural lecturers used to like the way I sketched before I made the sculpture. So I carried that ability to sort of sketch, So, but in my sketches, you'd find that these social issues, are being carried through, you know, like they keep on coming, you know. So I sort of found this title fitting, you know, like in terms of what I already do, you know. So it was easy to sort of narrate or illustrate some of these issues that I often deal with, you know, in the two-dimensional work.
And Themba, maybe you can be more specific in terms of which issues are you dealing with in your work, and how are they connected to this title as well?
First of all, our works, that are submitted for this show are older than the title of the show. These are 2018.